What's going on, Tricology family, and welcome back to another episode of the Tricology News Talk. Now, this won't be a very long episode, but we do got at least one newsworthy topic to talk about today, and we got the Oscar nominees have been announced this week. So, in case y'all didn't know, the 95th Academy Awards, or the Oscars, if you want to name it, will be on March 12th. So we got the nominees this week. So let's kind of break down on what's going to be happening when we get to March 12th. So we are some of you may not know that Jimmy Kimmel will be hosting the Oscars for the third time, and as far as the nominees go, they were announced this week, and Michelle Yeoh become the first Malaysia woman, Asian woman, being nominated in the Best Actress category, as well as the first ever Asian identified woman to be nominated in that category. Hun Chin and Stephanie Yusa nominees in the Best Supporting Actress category marks the first time two Asian actresses were nominated in that same category in that same year. Additionally, paired with Young's Best Actress nomination and Ki Yue Kwan's Best Supporting Actor nomination, it marks the first time that Asian actors were nominated across multiple acting categories in the same year. By virtue of her Supporting Actress nomination for Black Panther: Wakanda Forever, Angela Bassett becomes the first person to receive an acting nomination at the Oscars for a role in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. All Quiet on the West Front becomes the 15th Best International Feature Film nominated, also to be nominated for Best Picture. At 90 years old, John Williams becomes the oldest competitive nominee in Oscars history, and with being his 53rd nomination, he has also broke his non-American acting non-acting nominees in Oscars history, with 12 across the four acting categories. Jude Christian, sorry I pronounced the name, but is nominated for Best Supporting Actor for his role in The Fables, becomes the first actor to receive two nominations in over 4 decades apart, with this being his second nomination and first since the 53rd Academy Awards in 1981, where he was nominated for Ordinary People. Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. Jamie Lee Curtis and Stephanie Yu marked the 4th and 15th performances by the LGBTQ to be nominated in the Best Supporting Actor category. And for the first time in over 88 years since the 7th Academy Awards, all Best Actor nominees are first timers. With 16 first Oscar nominees across the four acting categories, it will mark it will mark the most amount of the first time nominees in Oscars history. So that's something to look forward to, and I'm going to be going over some of the big nominees category, and if you want to check out all the rest of the nominees category and who else got nominated in a certain category, I'll leave the link in the description below so you can check it out. So let's go with the best animated feature film. So you got Guillermo Toro's Pinocchio, Marcel the Shell on with Shoes On. You got Puss in Boots, The Last Wish, The Sea Beast, and Disney Pixar's Turning Red. And then for the best international feature film, we got All Quiet on the West Front, Argentina, Close, EO, and the Quiet Girl. And then for the best documentary feature, you got All That Breathes, All the Beauty and the Bloodshed, Fire of Love, A House That Made Splinters, and Noveline. Sorry, I pronounced that name, but yeah. And then for the big one, as everybody was looking at, this is for Best Picture. We got All Quiet on the West Front, Avatar: The Way of Water, The Banshees of Shishiri, Elvis, Everything Everywhere All at Once, The Fables, Tear, Top Gun Maverick, Triangle of Sadness, and The Woman Talking. All right, and then out of the way, let's go over who receiving the government awards. First, for the Academy Honorary Awards, we got Ethan Hahn Paisley, Diana Warren, and Peter Whitler. And then for the Humanitarian Award, we got Michael J. Fox. Now, let's go over the films with multiple nominees and multiple nominees. So, with Everything, Everywhere, All at Once leading with 11 nominees, All Quiet on the West Front and The Banshee Issuer leads with 9. Elvis got 8. The Fablemans got 7. Tear and Top Gun Maverick got 6. Black Panther Wakanda Forever got 5. Avatar: The Way of Water got 4. Babylon, The Batman, Triangle of Sadness, and The Whale got 3. And The Living and Women Talking got 2. So that's your 95th Academy Awards Oscar news. So let's wait till March to see who the winner goes to. All right. With that out of the way, let's go into our mainstream topics for today. So first one on the list, we got Stranger Things is the most watched show of 2022, while Encanto is the most watched movie. Wow, that's some good news. But let's see what Variety has to say. The Upside Down took the number 1 position on Neo's 2022 streaming charts. Netflix's blockbuster Stranger Things, led by the release of their 4th season, was the most watched streamed TV show and overall program in the United States last year. The sci-fi hit series ran up that hill to register a whipping 52 billion minute stream in 2022. The highest total since COVID-driven lockdowns drove audience to watch 57.1 billion minutes of NBC's The Office in 2020. But I have the full breakdown here of the list of what has been the top streaming programs in 2022. In case you already know, Stranger Things leading the charge at number 1. Then you got NCIS. Then you got Coco Melon. Then Ozero. Then Encanto. Then you got Grey's Anatomy. Criminal Minds. Bloomy. Gilmore Girls. Seinfeld. Supernatural. Wednesday, Heartland, Cobra Kai, and The Simpsons. So, based on everything that's in the top 15, Netflix is leading the charge here as far as who is the originator for these shows. Now, that's for TV. Let's go into what's been the watch movie. In case you already know, Encanto is number 1. Then at number 2 is go all the way down, and then going all the way down to 15 is Turning Red. Then you got Scene 2, Moana, The Adam Project, Hocus Pocus 2, Don't Look Up, Frozen, Luca, The Gray Man, Zootopia, Coco, The Eternals, Frozen 2, and Uncharted. So, and based on that list, Disney Plus is leading the charge as far as who has the most originator. So That's your list there. Um, Let me know in the comments below what have you been watching on a certain platform, and let me know if it's a TV show or is a movie specifically. So let me know in the comment section below. So and then moving on, Jason Momoa confirms that he will be playing a new character in the DC universe. In case y'all didn't know, if y'all didn't catch his social media, he did had a meeting with James Gunn and Peter Safran, and he said it's good news. So he didn't tell us what the good news is, but he came out smiling, and it came out good news. So, but let's read what Variety has to say. One thing coming out of is Momoa's second standalone Aquaman movie, Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. There's also rumors that Momoa will be playing a different superhero character, go by the name of Lobo, in the new DC universe under Gunn and Safran. Momoa would not confirm such rumors, but he did say there might be other characters coming for him down the line regarding DC. And he said this: "I will always be Aquaman. Ain't no one coming in there and talk and taking shit. There might be some other characters too. I can play other things too. I can be funny and savage and charming." So he basically saying, yeah, I can do Aquaman and I can do the Lobo. But it's up to James Gunn and Peter Safran, because we're almost at the end of January, and we still haven't got any news on what's going to be the new plan for the DC universe under James Gunn and Peter Safran. So we are still waiting for that. But other than that, this sounds good news. Jason Momoa is staying in the DC universe. We don't know if he's still going to be playing Aquaman or he's going to be a Lobo. We don't know yet. So we're just waiting on the news for that. Moving on. A live-action Invincible movie is being developed. Let's see what Coming Soon has to say about this. Creator Robert Kirkman revealed that a live-action movie based on the series is still in development. While he didn't divide into many specifics of the film, he did note that the popularity of the television series has only helped it comes into getting people to take the idea of the Invincible film project secretly. "We are very much still working on that," Kirkman said. "Sometimes movies take a little bit longer, and I think it's safe to say, if anything, the show is just helped that immensely. People are very excited about the movie potential at Universal. So we are riding that excitement and trying to push things forward as quickly as possible." So, so it's still in development, and we already know we're getting a season 2 of Invincible. So let's just wait it out and see what they're gonna do and what they can do. Moving on, Netflix claims that they never canceled a successful show. Excuse me. And this is coming from Yahoo Entertainment. Netflix boss Ted Sarandos has insisted that the streaming service has never canceled a successful show. Talking to Bloomberg, at the Netflix canceled a number of popular shows, including 1899 and The Bastard Son and Devil Himself. Sarandos backed the decisions to walk away from these shows. He said, "We have never canceled a successful show. A lot of these shows were well intended, but taught to a very small audiences on a very big budget. Read more. Harry and Meghan series is Netflix's second highest ranking documentary ever," the CEO added. "The key to it is you have to be able to talk to a small audience on a small budget and a large audience on a large budget. If you do that, you could do that forever." So that sounds very interesting. But oh well. Moving on. Steven Spielberg says The Dark Knight would have a Best Picture nomination today. So I do agree with that. But let's see what Joe Blog has to say about what Steven Spielberg has to say. And Spielberg is encouraged after the Academy recognized big audience pleased films for Best Picture as Avatar: The Way of Water and Top Gun: Maverick received nominations, as those movies was considered as blockbuster films. However, the Fableman's director feels that The Dark Knight should have gotten its duties. I do agree that it should have been nominated Best Picture on that year. I think it was 2009 or 2008. No, because The Dark Knight came out in 2008, so 2009. So yeah. Continue on with the story. When asked about the recent nominations for the biggest blockbusters, Spielberg responded, "I am really encouraged by that. It came late that the film that should have been nominated a number of years ago, Christopher Nolan's The Dark Knight. That movie would have definitely granted a Best Picture nomination today. So having these two blockbusters solidly presented in the top 10 list is something that we all should be celebrating." Now, I do agree that that certain blockbusters should be nominated in Best Picture, because we already had Black Panther, who was the first Marvel superhero movie to be nominated in Best Picture. So we was hoping that we can keep that trend going. But at least we got at least two blockbuster movies in the Best Picture category. But yeah, it is what it is. But hopefully, more blockbusters can get into the Oscars next year. Moving on, Rick and Morty star and co-founder was fired after the domestic abuse charge. Wow. And this is what Hollywood Reporter has to say. On January 12th, NBC News was the first to break the news that Rowland was charged with one count of the domestic battery and corporate injury and one count of false imprisonment by menace, violence, fraud, and deceit in Orange County, based on an alleged 2020 incident with an unarmed Jane Doe that Rowland was dating. Water had pleaded not guilty, and in 2020 was released on a 50,000 bond. Several portrayed hearing that had already occurred, and Rowland is expected to return to court on April 27th. So, as we said before, we don't mess with domestic abuse. So, if you do something crazy, don't matter what it is, you're gonna get kicked out or any project. So, do not get yourself in trouble. Please do not do that. So, and just don't do anything stupid that will ruin your career. That's all I got to say. Moving on. One second. I'm crazy here. Where is... Here we go. Ewan McGregor is pushing for a Obi-Wan season 2. Will he get it? I hope so. But let's read this story here. Let me try to pull it up a second. Hold up, y'all. All right. This is coming from Screen Rant, and it says, during the convention appearance, McGregor said he believes that Lucasfilm was biding its time before greenlighting a second season, seemingly confident of an announcement would come. Speaking at Disney Studios Awards, McGregor has now once again reaffirmed his desire for Obi-Wan Kenobi Season 2, this time by saying I was so happy to do it again, and so happy to be working with Hyder again. And I hope we get the chance to do it again. So, I do agree, and I hope we get a season 2, and hopefully, in season 2, this all could lead up to between the Star Wars the Rebels, where we can see Obi-Wan getting older and wiser. So that also leads up to not only to Rebels and also Episode 4, a New Hope. So yeah, so that's what I'm hoping to see in season 2. But yeah, and then lastly, for today, with Spider-Man news, Tobey Maguire says he would love to come back and play Spidey again. I hope so too, because if they do, they should make a Spider-Man 4 in the Sammy Raimi franchise, and it shows uh, Peter's relationship with Mary Jane now. That they also have a child, and that's I'm hoping they go with that storyline. If they do Spider-Man 4, I hope they do. But let's read what Variety had to say. I love these films, and I love all the different stories. Maguire continued. If these guys called me and said, would you show up tonight to hang out and goof around? Or would you show up to do this movie and read a scene or do a Spider-Man thing? It would be a yes, because why wouldn't I want to do that? So I hope they do another Spider-Man 4 in the Sammy Raimi trilogy, and I hope Andrew Garfield can come back and do another maybe Spider-Man 3. So that's all I'm hoping for. But yeah, that's all the news I have for you guys today. And if you're watching me on YouTube, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell when new videos are uploaded. And of course, if you're listening to me on Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, or any other podcast streaming platforms, don't forget to follow me there. And on that note, this is Trico, and I'm signing off, y'all. Peace.